from jails and mental institutions in the third world. It's part of the plan. It's part of their strategy. They want to make martyrs and say, "Ooh, this is all the fault of the cops." The cop haters. I mean, it goes right back to 60s and 70s.
So just to come back to Jesse Ventura, because I've always kind of liked the guy, and I was watching his stuff last night, and he said that, he goes, "Man, this is what happens," and he's like, "Go back to the 1930s of Germany when people walking around with guns on the streets." From the military, and that is eventually how you get a dictatorship in a third world country. And I'm like, dang, Jesse, that's a great talking point for my show in the morning. So what do you...
Oh, my God. We're up on YouTube.
All right, hold on a second, Walt. I have an announcement to make in that I didn't care, nor did I know how. But Joe Cimino and all of his technical wizardry has got us up on YouTube.
I still can't figure out how I turned off the other camera, though.
All right. Well, anyways, we're live there. Walt, I mean, you've served.
Let's another subject.
You served.
The article in the Times and the Post-Tribune about the WGOB going to the new studio. Did you read both of those articles?
I did not read the Post-Tribune one. I read the Times one. But it was really cool.
Pretty good articles.
You know, Walt, I'm getting a little criticism from people that, like, we're going backwards and that we're going, maybe we should have stayed at Purdue and been around all the robotics and the technical wizardry. Honestly, that wasn't all that much of a choice for us. But I can't tell you, and maybe you're feeling it too, I'm so glad to be back to our roots. Does that make any sense to you?
Sure. I have no problem with that. Are you sprucing up the place? I mean, it's been years since I was in the old studio. I recollect that there was only one bathroom. Is that correct?
No, there's a men's and a women's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If you had said no, I would have said you need to build another bathroom for the ladies. Ladies' bathrooms are always clear.
They're way cleaner.
Yeah.
So it's actually, I tell the guys, I'm like, hey, man, I know you guys want to go in the women's when I'm not here and nobody's in the building, but just go in the men's room. I mean, it's, the same idea. All right, Walt, it's good to hear you, man. It's a tough time in America. You know what I mean? And you think it's going to get
tough as long as the Democrats don't know how to behave themselves. They're violent. They're racist. They're always looking for a racket to live off the public treasury. What can I say? Tell your Democrat pals to stop. When they stop, this country will go back to a peaceful environment.
Thanks a lot, Walt.
They're responsible.
All right, guys, take a short break. Do you know how to drop that call?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, don't drop me, which is what I've done. All right, so he hung up. And these people that are waiting here, whatever's the longest waiter, that's where you go next. All right, so you know how to play the spots, correct?
It's just the space bar, right?
But you have to have this up here. Simeon has to be up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. I'm going to show Joe a couple things.
Which one is the audio for this computer?
We'll do it in the break here. But what's going to happen right now is you're going to hear a spot from Laborers Local 41, of which I am a proud alum here on the voice and face of the region. Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
Teen parents face overwhelming challenges, but with the right support, they can build bright futures for themselves and their children.
Mental Health America's ETAP program provides education, mentorship, and resources to help young parents graduate.
Right now, your donation goes twice as far. Thanks to a generous match, every dollar given up to $30,000 is doubled, but only until March 31st.
Scan the QR code, visit MHANWI.org, or mail your check to ETAP Match today.
Before Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, we were being charged various maintenance fees and various check writing fees for all of our accounts. And with Notre Dame, we don't have that. We have that true community partnership. We get interest based on all of our parish and school accounts, and the interest rate is really second to none.
Ogren Insurance, Hammond's oldest family-owned independent insurance agency, now in its third generation providing clients in the Chicago area with products from quality insurance companies to handle your every need. Regardless of driving history, Ogren Insurance can find the right coverage for you at competitive prices. To learn more about the insurance solutions and services we offer throughout Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan, call 219-933-0076 or visit our website, ogreninsurance.com. We're located at 6929 Homan Avenue in Hammond, Indiana. Do business locally with someone you know and trust.
So when you transition out of the spots like that, you have to bring that up. Now, bring that down slowly as I start talking. Hey, everybody, AM 1230, WJOB 104.7 FM. Joe Cimino's here. Joe, the Andrean grad, and did you graduate from Purdue already?
Yeah, I did.
In December, right?
Mm-hmm. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, way to go. And Joe's part of WJOB and also part of the Heartland Sports Network. And I'm doing a little bit of showing them just a couple of things that while we're in here. If you want to call, talk to me, 219-845-1100. As Walt brought up, you saw the articles in the Times and in the Post-Tribune that we have moved the radio portion of my two businesses over back to our old studios. And I've always wanted to come back. Right around the corner, Cimino is Preacher's office. Do not disturb it. Don't let them clean it. And one of the 7 or 8 things that I have for you to do today is to clean all of the storage. They've used the Preacher's office for storage. That is not allowed, and that stuff needs to come out, okay? He will get upset, and he'll make something not work. And as a matter of fact, this camera's not working right now. That's because the Preacher's a little pissed off, all right? So if you move that stuff out of there and let his office be, this camera will start working again, okay?
Okay. All
right, so we understand each other. Let's take a look at traffic. 294 around the city looks pretty. It's been a light traffic day, and the 294 to the city looks good. 80 going east and west. That had a little something in downtown Joliet that you always got to worry about, but hey, you know what? Not too many people go that way anyways. The Bishop Ford into the Dan Ryan looking decent. It's been worse. The Bishop Ford looks okay. The Dan Ryan is the problem from 103rd to 67th. Then it actually opens up. Skyway Toll Road, Borman, I-65, they're all moving along well. I'm guessing you do not have weather ready.
I do have the weather
all right,
ready.
let's do it. Go ahead.
All right, so today is Friday the 9th. It is going to be a high of 48. It's going to be cloudy and breezy, though, with some showers this morning, and then the sunshine will start coming on later in the afternoon. I don't know about you, but last night my mother was very worried about there being a tornado, and she woke me up, so walking around the house worried. That wasn't fun, so make sure you guys stay safe. Saturday, tomorrow, we're going to start getting some snow. It's only about an inch. It's going to start in the morning around 10 and then go all the way out until 6, so it's going to be just fairly light throughout the day. High of 38, low of 32. And then to round out the weekend, we're going to have a little more snow, but no accumulation, with a high of 34 and a low of 25. And that is your weather.
IU versus Oregon. What do you see, Cimino?
What do I see? I see a really good quarterback, definitely the best in the country. I think Oregon is going to be a tough team to beat twice. They have a really good front seven. They have some good players in the secondary. But I just think that the way that IU runs their offense, it's very fast. It's RPO heavy. You're in and out. Kalen Black and what's his name? Hamby or Hansby something. I'm blanking on his name. Yeah. So he was the transfer from Maryland. They've both been running super hard, and if they can establish a ground game early, then I don't think it's going to particularly be close because IU's defense has just been on a different level since the playoffs have started. Well, essentially since the Big Ten championships.
That game will be on the air tonight. I believe the pregame starts at 5:30. You'll hear Don Fisher, the voice of Indiana football for the last 52 years. I just want to hit a couple of things before we go and take your phone calls. First of all, nearly 6,000 NIPSCO customers are without power right now. As Joe talked about, his mom worried about tornadoes. Certainly, if you woke up at all in the middle of the night, it was just howling. Right now, Cherville has 762 units out. St. John has 635. And the winds are supposed to kind of start about dying down right about now. And they're westerly winds, and the National Weather Service says it caused difficulty for high-profile vehicles for the next hour or two, and then it should relinquish itself. Also, Lake County Sheriff Oscar Martinez in the news a lot this week following an incident in which a Lake County Sheriff officer was hospitalized due to a head-on collision during a pursuit. Sheriff Oscar Martinez Jr. addressed the public's concerns on social media about the department's efforts, and Martinez says, well, he's grateful that the officer's okay. It's important to address the inaccurate claims criticizing our department's commitments to the areas of Lake County. And he claimed that as the sheriff for the past 8 years, he has seen firsthand how the efforts by the department spans cities such as Gary, Hammond, and East Chicago, which are all north of Ridge Road. Certainly the biggest story here in America is that of the shooting by ICE agents of people in Minneapolis, and I'm not really sure exactly. I went to bed last night. I mean, which branch of the federal government is charged with shooting people in Portland, Oregon? But the anti-government protests are growing, and I don't know how you feel about it, and that's what we're going to find out right now. 219-845-1100. Joe, can you give the one that's been waiting the longest?
There's no way that Trucker Mike has been waiting for an hour and 25 minutes.
Well, let's go to him and find out.
Yes. I've been on hold all that time.
Mike, I am so sorry. I'm still learning the system.
Fine. I listen to you yakety yak about your delos and everything, and it's enjoyable. But first and most of all, IU is going to show tonight at 6:30 on ESPN how football is to be played and bring a Heisman Trophy to Indiana. They're going to show Purdue how football is to be played and how to bring a Heisman's Trophy to Indiana. Has Purdue ever got a Heisman's Trophy?
I think so. That's a good question. I should know this. I used to know Purdue history pretty well. I want to say it was in the 60s.
Yeah, maybe they did. I don't know.
No player from Purdue has ever won the Heisman Trophy. The one I was thinking of is.
So that's the thing. That's the thing about Indiana, IU. Red and white. They're gonna play tonight at 6:30 on ESPN, and they're gonna show Purdue how the football is played with a Heisman's Trophy person. Okay, now that's enough on that. The Bears game, if they would have played last night, the Packers in a strong one, because my wind chimes were hitting my wall. My dog kept getting frustrated with the chimes hitting my walls. Wonder what the result of the game last night would have been with all that real strong wind at Soldiers Field. That would have been interesting.
Could you imagine playing a football game, Semino, when it's 55-mile-an-hour winds off the lake? I mean, you couldn't pass. You'd have to run every ball unless you were just throwing it into the flat. I'm with you, man. That was a wicked win last night. And just to remind people here, if you're listening later, this won't make any sense, but there are over 6,000 NIPSCO customers that are out because of the high winds last night. But anyways, keep going.
Yeah, now I'm going to talk about what happened up in Minnesota. And I'll just make it kind of brief and then let you get all the other callers that have been on hold probably as long as I have been, which I don't care. I'm retired. I sit home. I could stay on the phone all morning for you guys waiting. But